welcome to the Scattered Sasha show. That's a mouthful. I'm going to close my laptop and put it out of reach of these drinks here because that would be bad. How's everybody doing? I feel like I haven't seen y'all in forever, but I mean, I know I did. I saw you yesterday, but I don't know why. It seems like I haven't seen you in forever. I missed all the people who were joining during that time. I see Kimberly's here. I see Allie's here. Cindy and Deborah, I saw that fly by. Patricia's here, but I couldn't see everybody. So dang it. Hey, Opa's here. How's everybody? Taking a deep breath. We're just going to take a deep breath and hold it for 5 seconds and then let it all go, right? Hey, Peg. Hey, Yola. Hey, Chris. Oh, deep breaths all the way around. Hey, Kate. Hey, Michelle. That is so when we get ready to laugh hysterically, we won't like pass out because we haven't got any breath. I think that's it. Don't you think that's it? Hey, Annette. Hey, Mary. Happy Tuesday drinks. I'll get to drinks just really quickly. Hey, Jen and Harold. I hope y'all are okay. Hey, Nancy. Oh, we're deep in breathing. I think I have purple teeth. We are deep breathing right now to kind of let it all in. Hey, Anita, how you doing down there? Hey, Dwayne, I'm finally here. She says the whole mess with the reunion is over. It is nothing but a memory. Hey, Brenda and Richard. Hey, Lisa, thinking about you. Hey, Sandy, how you doing? We got to chat. We got to talk about January coming up. Hey, Diane. I mean, I know it's only October, but you know how it is. Hey, Jody. Oh my goodness, I got all my hair cut off, y'all, and it is super short, and I like it. I like it. I like it. I love it. How does that go? It's by Elizabeth on Bailey's. I like it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Tim McGraw. That's who sings that. I know y'all could tell by my rendition of that. Hey, Susan. Hey, Ray. Hey, Jody. How you doing tonight? Tell me. Cindy, I'm so glad you're here. Tell me what you're drinking. Opa's already on it. Tell me what you're drinking. Hey, Catherine, I am drinking my usual because I'm boring. I'm a boring drinker. My chair is crooked. Does that bother y'all? It bothers me. I'm afraid I'm going to knock down the iPad because it's precariously perched. Hey, Marlene. That's a little bit better. I don't know. So tell me what you're drinking. Uh-oh, Mary's having trouble. I am the most boring of drinkers. Hey, Kate from Denver, Colorado. Hey, Karen. I'm drinking the same old thing that I always drink. Always, always, always. I am drinking, that's right, Opa. I am drinking an Arnold Palmer, which is I gotta sneeze, y'all. I gotta sneeze. It's coming. Excuse me. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Pat. Hey, Peg. Hey, Betsy. So I got this. Usually you sneeze in threes, so I'm waiting for the other one to come. Ooh, peach whiskey. Jan's drinking peach whiskey. I love peach whiskey. I'm not drinking it. Okay. I think I'm done now. I'm so glad that came, after I started the live and not before. Hey, Maureen. Hey, Terry. So, my Arnold Palmer, which I like to call a skinny Arnold because it's unsweetened tea and lemonade, and my iced caramel macchiato. So, let's do some cheers, y'all. Annette's drinking Pepsi O and water. Cheers! Did you hear that go? Cheers! Iced caramel macchiato. Thank you very much. Skinny Arnold. Thank you very much. Thank y'all for saying bless you. What are you supposed to say when somebody says bless you? You're supposed to say thank you, right? Just thank you. There's nothing like following that, right? Now I feel like I'm tearing up. My eyes are crazy. So they say bless you, you say thank you. Yes, okay. So thank you all very much. Dwayne says Gesundheit. My daddy used to always say that. Always, always say that. Oh, goodness. But I got the 3 out of the way. I think that's probably it. I know, Lisa. That I'm done now. Surely I'm done now. Hey, Paula. One day my stomach is going to revolt and say, what in the wide world of sports have you been putting in my stomach, in me your whole life? Would you stop? Oh my goodness. Kate, if you're talking to me, my vacation was wonderful, but I think you're talking to Elizabeth because she went to Mexico. Anita's drinking some beer. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Oh my goodness, y'all. My goodness. Oops. There we go. A funny story about the, hey Carol, hey Mona. Funny story, hey Andrea, about the Arnold Palmer. We were at a restaurant Kimberly, 2 weeks in a row. You go, girl. We were at a restaurant and I ordered an Arnold Palmer. This is the reason I always say I want a half lemonade, half unsweetened tea. So I said I want an Arnold Palmer, and the waitress went and came back, and she brought Mac his drink. She brought Tater her drink. Hey, Dina. And she never brought mine. And, you know, I waited, and you know, is my drink coming? She said, well, the bartender's making it. And I said, okay. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe the bartender has lemonade back there. I don't know. So finally she came out and she was laughing. She said, I kept asking the bartender for it. And finally he says, make it yourself. And she's like, I'm not the bartender. He says, it's lemonade and tea. So now, hey, Kelsey, now I always say I want half lemonade, half tea, rather than an Arnold Palmer, so that everybody knows how to make that. I don't know, you know. There you go. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Jennifer. Hope you're feeling better. So today, I'm going to get to the story. Just give me a minute. Oh, now I feel like I got sneezes in there. Hey, Diane, watching your hockey team. I have never watched hockey. My eyelashes are sticking together, and I know it's because of the sneezing. Does that help? Hey, Sherry. Okay. So today was pretty, I'll tell you about my morning, but first I'm going to say what today's the National Day of is, and then I'm going to get to the story about Mean Kitty. Mean Kitty did pass away sometime in the night, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But today is National Pharmacy Technician Day, and I just go back to thinking, who makes up these days? Does every single person, does every career, does every occupation out there have a day? Because if they don't, they should, right? Hey, Cynthia. Thanks, Marlene. So it's National Pharmacy Tech Day, but here's the one that I like the best. My eyelashes are seriously sticking together, y'all. I'm going to just go like this. It is National Bosses Day today, y'all. National Bosses Day. And I'm just going to say this. No, Kate, I think it was something else. I'm just going to say this about that. I have the best boss ever. She's a little crazy sometimes, and she can really want to keep the late hours, but she's pretty cool. Of course, no, absolutely, Kate, I'm gonna make you laugh. So absolutely, I have the best boss ever. It is National Bosses Day, and that boss would be me. But you know, the funny thing is, people think that, oh, it's just the best thing ever, and while it is really good. Stephen says if I sneeze with my eyes open, my eyeballs will pop out. Well, I've never done that. It's also very hard because you have to, that's right, I got it on here in it. You have to be the one that takes the losses as well as the, as well as the wins. So it's like, okay, I'm the boss today too. I'm the boss when it doesn't go well as the boss when it goes well. Oh gosh, now I got the hiccups. So I've burped, I've sneezed, and I've got the hiccups. I don't want to know what the other options are. Oh my goodness. So it is National Pharmacy Technician Day. It is National Bosses Day. It's National Liqueur Day, y'all. National Liqueur Day. Okay? I feel like I should go find some liqueur in our cabinet. I don't know if I have any liqueur. I got some liquor. But I don't know that I have, hey Marla, I don't know that I have liqueur. I will have to go and look in the cabinet to see if I have some liqueur. I think I have some amaretto. Is that liqueur? That might be liqueur. It's also National Dictionary Day, as y'all have, absolutely, Annette, as y'all have pointed out. And it's also Department Store Day, y'all. Hey, Sharon. It is Department Store Day. What's your favorite department store? I wish I could do that poll thingy, but I'm not on the right, I'm not on the right apparatus. If I were on my laptop, I could do the poll. What's your favorite department store? So it's National, or it's Department Store Day. So, department store, I don't ever go to the department store. I go to Walmart and Steinmart. Rarely I go to Hamrick's, and I go to Sam's. And none of those, Hamrick's might be a department store. We'll go with that. I don't ever go to Belk's, which is the one, we have a Dillard's. Steven says Cabela's. Mac would agree. We have a Dillard's, and we have a Belk. Belk is a southern chain. I don't know if, do y'all know Belk's? Yeah, Opa says Walmart. I'm with you there, Opa. So the only department stores we have are those two that I know. Oh, we have a Penny. Okay, we have a J.C. Penney's. I don't ever go in there. I don't ever go to the mall, y'all. I hate when that happens. It doesn't pop up. Macy's. I don't ever go to the mall, like ever. Kiki, I like Steinmart too. Kohl's. We have a Kohl's. I don't ever think to go there. Sam's is my place. I love Sam's. I shop there a lot, and I shop online. Beals. Now we don't have Beals, Sharon. That must be a regional, local kind of thing. Kohl's has some good sales too. If QVC had a department store. Hey Cindy, D says if QVC had a department store. Kohl's. So I'm thinking Hamrick's, which is very local. I know y'all don't have Hamrick's unless you're in South Carolina, North Carolina, maybe Tennessee. But I adore Hamrick's. I'm going to use it as a department store. That's what it's going to be. And it's got clothes and all that stuff. Judy says today she went to Target. Is that a department store? I'm going with that. Oh, Kelsey, I love Hamrick's. Cato's. Phyllis, no, we have Cato's, but it's spelled C-A-T-O. Is that the same thing? Dwayne says they have the largest mall in the country and she avoids it at all costs. Opa says Amazon. We are Amazon shoppers. Yes, we are, y'all. Yes, we are. Michelle's Black House, White House. Is that what that BH, or is it horse? Black horse, white horse, or is it Black House, White House? We have a Ross. We don't have a Beals. Sherry says Belk's. Amazon's Barbara's. Oh man, Amazon is just awesome. I have to get my store set up on Amazon. Okay, so like last year, January, everybody who is an Amazon affiliate, which I am, and you would never know it because I don't ever talk about it. I make like 12 cents every time y'all buy something. And it's going to add up one day, and one day I'm going to have enough for some iced caramel macchiato. Anyway, they changed the thing so that you would have your own like store. I don't know what it is, but I never did that. And so mine's just all discombobulated. And my friend who is actually an Amazon expert, she said, I can help you with that. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm going to get to it. So I'm going to work on that one day. Not tomorrow, not this week, probably not this year, but I'm going to work on that. But yes, we adore Amazon. Oh my goodness, it's just crazy town. So I have to tell y'all a story. Now, for those of y'all who did not hear, we had a cat named Mean Kitty who was 21 years old, and she passed away sometime in the night, last night. We knew it was coming. I had talked about it multiple times. She was old, 21 years old. She was so old. And we were very, very aware that it was happening. So it was not really a surprise when I got up this morning and she had passed away. I didn't think she would last Sunday. I didn't think she would last Monday. So here, now, y'all know me. I know, Brenda, I'm working on that. Y'all know me, and humor is how I survive my crazy life, right? Thank y'all so much, first of all, for all the sympathy that you sent about me, Kitty. I appreciate the messages so much. Thank you so much. And I'll tell you, several of y'all have asked about how Tater handled it, and she really, because we knew it was coming, we really, no, Stephen, I'm going to tell you about that. She was okay. I mean, okay as she could be. She was sad, but I'm going to tell you the whole story, really. But she was okay. I took her to school. We went on to school, and it was all okay. But I have to tell you, because I believe that humor is the way I get through this life. Okay, life has thrown some curveballs all up in my world multiple times, and humor is the way I get through it, along with a lot of other things. So I'm going to tell you what happened this morning, and it is a funny visual. I even, after it was over, laughed about it, because I called Mac. He's out on the West Coast, so he was asleep when all this was happening, because of course he was. Of course he was. But I did call him and say, hello, here's what happened. So, okay. Kate says, Mac had her mounted to be on Jabu. Absolutely. There were all sorts of things. Now, Stephen has continually said to put her in the freezer. Now, before I tell you the story about Mean Kitty, I have to tell you the story about another dog, a very large dog that died, again, while Mac was gone. I'm like, what is up with this? What is up with this? So we had a German Shepherd that passed away. Mac was gone. It was freezing outside. The ground was frozen. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I mean, I can't. Thanks, Brooke. What am I going to do? I can't bury this dog. It's a German Shepherd. The ground is frozen. It was in the winter as opposed to it being in the summer if the ground is frozen. And so I called my husband because, hey, Jenny, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And he said, well, you got two choices. You can bury her or put her in the freezer. And I'm like, what? He said, well, I'll take care of it when I get back, but I can't do anything about it right now. And he was right. Hey, Mara. He was right. He couldn't. So I called a friend and the friend buried her. It was a guy. Anyway, that is just proof that I just take care of everything myself. So let me tell you the story from the time we woke up until it was over. Okay. Because Mean Kitty passed away. Now, just remember Stephen, I was with you. Just remember that, everything in my world I deal with humor and tears frequently later, okay? But not today. I was all good. So I get up 6 o'clock and I think, man, I wonder if Mean Kitty has passed away. Come downstairs, Tater's on my heels. On my heels. She said, "Is cat dead? Is cat dead? Is the cat dead? You think the cat's dead? You think the cat's dead?" I'm like, I don't know. Let me open the door first and see, because I can't see through the wall. So just chill your jets for just a second. She is on my heels, y'all. I mean, if I had paused, she would have been in front of me, okay? Open the door to the mudroom. Now, the mudroom is a mudroom. I don't have to explain to y'all what a mudroom is. Open the door to the mudroom. And I can tell right away, y'all, I can tell right away that Mean Kitty has passed, okay? But Tater has never witnessed this. Hey, Millie. So, I go over and verify that Mean Kitty has passed. And Tater, right on my heels, y'all, right on my heels. She says, "Is she dead? Is she dead? Is she dead?" I said, "Yes, yes, yes, honey child. Yes, my love. Mean Kitty has passed away." And Tater says, "How do you know?" Millie, the mud room. Tater says, "How do you know she's dead?" Well, number one, she's not moving. Number two, she's stiff as a board. Number three, she's not breathing. I just know that Mean Kitty has passed away. Oh, okay. And then we walked back into the kitchen and I said, okay, I'm going to need your help, okay? Everything else is off the table. We're not going to worry about anything else. I need your help. Now, I want y'all to visualize this next piece. It's very important. It is 6 a.m. And at 6 a.m. in this part of the country, right this moment, it is pitch black dark. Did I say dark? It is dark. There is no breaking of the dawn that's coming where we see a little bit of light on the horizon, where we can maybe see ourselves outside. Nope, it is pitch black dark. Okay, I said, it's okay. It's okay. So I say, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to need your help, baby girl, because I can't do this by myself. She said, okay. I said, so don't worry about school right now. Don't worry about breakfast. Don't worry about whatever. We're going to do this. And I said, first, we're going to get the lantern. Now, we have this lantern for emergencies. It's battery operated. It's got it's big lights, okay? I said, you carry the lantern. And I said, now, Mac Daddy left the shovel outside the back porch. We're going to get the shovel. So I handed her the shovel. And she said, I got to carry all this. I said, I'm carrying the dead cat. Yes, you got to carry the lantern and the shovel. Oh, okay. And I said, you know, we probably need more light. She said, I got it. She runs upstairs, and I didn't bring them, but we have these little flashlights that's maybe 3 times as big as this, and they have the hooky on them. So she ran upstairs to get these little flashlights. She turned them on, and we both have on our gowns, so she clipped them to our gowns. Okay. Oh, he did, Martha. So, oh, Mac Daddy's calling me now, but I'm going to ignore him because he's out on the West Coast and he doesn't understand that it's 9 o'clock. Anyway, stop. Okay, so she puts the little flashlight on our gowns. I go out to the mudroom, wrap me and Kitty up in the towel that I had thoughtfully put out there Sunday. Okay. Wrap her up, pick her up. Now, she's long and she's passed away and she's stiff and she's kind of big-ish, okay? So, here we go. We're ready. I said, oh, wait, we need to take my phone just in case something falls, we get hurt. And I said, do you have any pockets on in your pants? She said, no, she don't sweatpants or pajama pants. And I said, well, you're going to have to put it in my bra. And she said, well, that's awkward. I said, look, I'm holding a dead cat. You're going to have to put the phone in my bra because I don't have any pockets either. I'm wearing a gown. Luckily, I had put on a sports bra. Hey, Brenda. So she's shoving it down in there like, oh my gosh. I said, just do it. So we walk to the front door. We step out on the porch. Now I have this 11-year-old in front of me with this big lantern. She's dragging the shovel. We each have a flashlight attached to our gowns. And I have a phone in my bra, and I'm carrying a dead cat. So we walk out into the yard, and she said, where are we going? I said, we're going to bury the cat. And I said, Mac Daddy dug a hole before he left. She said, oh, good. No kidding. She said, then why am I carrying the shovel? I said, because we have to put the dirt back on the cat, okay? So here we go, traipsing out through the yard. I want y'all to visualize this. I am carrying a dead cat wrapped in a blue towel. And Tater is carrying this big lantern. And she is dragging the shovel behind her because it's Mac Daddy's shovel and it's a big shovel. You know, it's the big shovel, okay? She can't lift it. She's dragging it behind her. And our little lanterns we have here are just kind of swinging because, hello, they're swinging as we're walking. And we walk out to where I think the hole is. But guess what, y'all? The hole's not there. I should have paid much more attention to where he dug the hole. He just said it's out to the left of the pine tree. Now, we have a lot of pine trees, okay? It's dark. It's really dark. She said, I don't see anything out here. This is kind of scary. I said, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. It's good. My first thought as we got a little bit closer to the end of Daddy's trailer was that he was going to call the police because there were people in his front yard with shovels and lanterns. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. He slept through the whole thing, which is very good. So we're continuing to look for this hole, okay? I'm carrying a dead cat wrapped in a towel. The child is swinging a lantern 3 inches from my face, dragging a shovel. And I said, baby girl, you need to put that lantern a little bit closer down to the ground because she's got it up like this. And I'm like, okay, I am completely blinded at this point. Can you lower the lantern just a little bit so I don't see the hole? And I said, okay. She said, well, where is the hole? I don't know. Mac Daddy just said that he dug the hole beside the tree that had the top cut out of it. And she said, oh, that's the Triton tree. Is this a trick? What do you mean that's the Triton tree? Okay, I don't know what you mean, Triton tree. She said, you know the Triton, Sasha, but she couldn't do that because she's holding a lantern and a shovel. She said, the Triton tree. I said, okay, so we walk over to the Triton tree. I didn't know what a Triton tree was, but I was following an 11-year-old holding a lantern, dragging a shovel while I was carrying a dead cat wrapped in a towel. I was sure that I was going to some seance or something. That's what it looked like, okay? We get to the Triton tree, and guess what? There's no hole. I'm like, okay, let me take a deep breath here. Let's just kind of look around. It is dark, y'all. It's dark, okay? I'm still there. So she said, let's call Mac Daddy. I said, it's 3 a.m. where he is, and we're not going to call him right now, but give me 10 minutes, and I might. And I said, okay, let me think for a moment. He said it is by the pine tree. Let's go back to the pine tree, okay? We walk back to the pine tree. We look all around. Again, the lantern swinging like 3 inches from my face. I said, let's put it on the ground. Let's put it on the ground. Carried a dead cat wrapped in a towel. Come on. We finally find the hole, y'all. We looked to the left of the tree, and there it was. I'm like, oh, hallelujah. I have found. The angels sang. The angels sang, and it was like a mirage in the middle of the desert. So I saw the hole, and I gently laid Mean Kitty in the hole. And I said, do you want to say any words? And Tater said, nope. I said, okay. You've been good, Mean Kitty. Thank you so much for being our cat for 21 years. It has been so, so nice to have you in our lives. And she said, you done? And I said, I'm done. She said, I'll put the dirt back. I'm like, you will? She said, yeah. I said, okay. So she shovels 2 shovels of dirt, and then she's done. I said, okay, here. You hold my phone. I'll shovel. I'm shoveling. Mac Daddy dug that hole pretty deep. Mean Kitty's kind of small, you know, okay? But that's okay. It's good. It's good that the hole is deep. So, shovel. And I say, I'm going to have to rest for just a minute here. And she says, well, I'll shovel some. So we take turns shoveling back and forth, until we finally cover up the cat in the grave. And we pat it all down. And I notice, yes, it was a short eulogy because, yeah. So I notice about, 2 foot from the grave and the tree is the cinder block. And I said, oh, Mac Daddy left us a cinder block so that we can put it on top of the grave. And it will be where we will know she is if we want to do something later. I said, but let me have the lantern because I need to make sure there's no creepy crawly things in it, right? So I get the lantern back, I take it over to the cinder block, and I'm looking inside the cinder block with the lantern. And when I turn the cinder block over, it hits the lantern and the lantern goes out. And Tater loses her Cocoa Puffs, okay? It is now pitch black except for our little swingy flashlights attached to our gowns. And the only thing I could think of was, this is it. This is how I'm going to die. Right here. The zombies are going to come out from behind the trees. Mean Kitty's going to stick her face out of the grave. She's going to claw us to death. The apocalypse is happening. This is how I'm going to die. Right here, right now. This is it. I did not die, as y'all know. But we hightailed it. Hightailed it back to the house. We did not fall, trip, break anything, or any of those other pieces. The cinder block did not get on the grave, but it's between, the cinder block is between the tree and the grave, and I believe I can find it if I need to. But Tater, we got back to the porch. We're like, we're not dead. Let's look. No zombies have attacked us. There's not crazy people out there. We were the crazy people. And we're okay. We're okay. And at that point, Whiskey's standing at the door like, hey, can I come out? Can I come out? And Tater said, I'm not going in without you ever again. I'm like, okay, that sounds fair to me. How about you have an Eggo waffle while I'm out, while I take the dog out? So anyway, that was the story, y'all. That is the story of burying Mean Kitty, okay? I know, Ginger. The other cats have been very pushy, trying to get in the house. I'm like, listen, y'all better be backing up because there is no room in the house for you cats. You don't even belong here. You don't even live here. Back on up. So that is what happened. That is what happened with Mean Kitty's burial this morning. And I just want to tell you that my beloved husband who just called, when I was telling him this story, he said, well, I did the hard part. I dug the hole. I said, I'm going to hurt you when you get home. I'm going to make you relive the whole thing. The whole thing. Oh, it was like, oh my goodness. It wasn't done at midnight. It was done at 6 a.m. And I didn't want to wait because I didn't want her to be stinking in the house and I couldn't do it by myself. Well, I guess I maybe could have later if it wasn't dark. But yeah, so we did it at 6 a.m. in the dark. Yes, we did. That would be our story. And Mac thought it was hilarious when I called him at 9 to tell him. I said, let me give you this visual. So the beagle that's outside, the whole plan was to bury the cat outside of the beagle's range, okay? So that's what we did. That's why it was behind the tree. So the fence would be where he wouldn't dig it up, because yes, he would be digging up Mean Kitty. So the other cats are maybe confused, but they've still eaten all of the food. They're not too bad. So we have, yes, we have successfully buried the cat this morning. I'm going to get the cinder block. Maybe tomorrow I'll go out there and put the cinder block on the grave, so that Whiskey, he doesn't go down that far. Millie asked, who else does this happen to? I would love to know that. Does this stuff happen to y'all? Yeah. Diane, wondering why she's not sad. I think because we have been planning this since Thursday. I mean, we've grieved for her. We sat with her Sunday for hours and just petted her. And, we were a little sad. We were sad then, and we knew she was dying. But like today, it's like, I'm just glad. Yeah, okay. Oh, goodness. So I think we were over the grief. It was quite the experience. And, Millie, the cat's 21 years old. The cat has been dying for 2 weeks. Well, Judy, that's a good question why I didn't wait for morning, because I was trying to still get the child to school, and I just thought if we could just get this done. First of all, you're not maybe thinking completely clearly at 6 a.m. when you have a dead cat to bury. You just perhaps all the things aren't thinking maybe the way they should have. Kimberly says Tater needs a horse to make it a circus. But that was the decision I made. We went out and did it. I was still trying to see if maybe we could make the bus. I don't know. Maybe we could make the bus. We didn't. But it was all good. It was okay. It was okay. Phyllis said they had a husky pass in the house last summer. Tater asked me this question on Sunday. No coffee, y'all. Went straight to the cat. Tater said, has any other animals died in this house? I was like, I don't think so. Hey, Joey. I said, I don't think none of my animals have died in this house now that Mean Kitty has. And I just didn't think it'd be good. And here's the other thing. What was I going to do with her? I mean, I needed to move her outside the house, and then what? Let me lay her on the table outside. Here, cat, y'all want to say goodbye? So it was quite the experience. And I am just telling y'all, Max said something about another animal, and I said, I'm going to tell you this right now. We're not getting any more animals until you get off the road, okay? Because I'm done. I'm done. No horse for Tater. She would love a horse, but no, thank you, because Mac travels, and I'm not doing that little thing on my own, because no. When we moved here, the people had a horse and a goat. You may have heard that story, and some chickens and a pig and lots of other things. But anyway, no more animals for us. We have Whiskey, who's only 5 or 6, and 15 more. She can take him with her to wherever she goes. Yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all. It was quite the experience. Thank you, Rosa, for that sympathy. I know, Diane. Bury the critter after coffee. Here's the weird thing. I saw 2 dogs today. One, I was waiting for the bus. Joseph, you need to go back and hear the whole story if you didn't. I was waiting for the bus. It was raining, so I drove down to the end of the driveway, and I thought it was Whiskey at first. It looked so much like him running down the road, and I got out to try to call the dog because I'm a sucker like that, and he just hightailed it off. And I was like, thank you, sweet baby Jesus. So that dog went home to wherever his home was. I don't know where his home is, but let him go. And so we came inside, and then the people that are working on the roof were on the front porch, and I walked on the front porch, and I swear to God, y'all, hand to God, there was a Chihuahua sitting on the front porch, just sitting there looking at us. I'm like, no, you have a home. Go find it. Go back to wherever you came from. You are not an illusion. You are not a mirage. You do not belong here. Go back home. And Tater saw it. Like, dang it. She said, oh, let me go see if I can find it. No. A dog has a collar. Okay, the only thing you can do is look at that collar and call the people who own that dog. That is not our dog. No. Oh my goodness. So that was my adventure today. It was my adventure today. So I'm going to breathe now. It is commercial time. It is commercial time. Holy moly. Welcome to my world. It was a Chihuahua. Isn't that how you say that? Chihuahua? Chihuahua? The only way I know how to spell it, hey Sheila, is Chihuahua is how you spell it. Joan, you're right. No, I tell you, Joan, she's the only one that ever could pet me and Kitty. She's like the animal whisperer. Every animal comes to her. She petted like, oh, Stephen, there was no photos being taken. She petted like 47 dogs at the festival Saturday. It was crazy. Okay. Okay. I was reading the text from my daddy. I was afraid something was wrong, but he can't find his tomatoes, so everything's all right. I don't know where his tomatoes are either. I bought some today, but I don't know where they are. Chihuahua, Chihuahua. I know, Dwayne. Okay, so it's commercial time. I had something else funny I was going to tell y'all. I told you about the woman petting my hair at the festival. Well, something else funny happened at the festival, and now I can't remember what it was because I didn't write it down. There we go, okay? So, this show, Scattered Sasha, is brought to you by ScatteredSasha.com. You can find all kinds of cool stuff there. Not all of it that I've put there yet. You can, oh, I know it. Let me write this down. Hang on. Hang on a second. Okay. ScatteredSasha.com. You can join the Glitter and Grace Club there. It's $5 a month. It is amazing stuff. You get a daily email that is motivational, inspirational, and a kickstart to your day. You get a weekly video just for y'all and a weekly email in the Glitter and Grace Club. $5 a month. Easy peasy. Absolutely phenomenal. The other thing is, I know, Kate, if you would like to get on the email list. I didn't mean to hide his tomatoes. I don't even know where they are. I did buy some. I'm trying to think where I put them. Maybe in the refrigerator. Anyway. Apparently he wants a tomato at 9:30. If you want to get on the email list, I will send out an email once a blue moon. My goal is once a month, okay? You don't have to worry about me inundating you with emails. You know, my current record is like once every 6 months. I'm going to try to make that better by sending out a monthly email. If you would like to be on that email list, you can go to ScatteredSasha.com and go to contact, and you'll see it there. I'll try to post it here as well. Now, let's see, there was something else. I don't remember. Let's see. Sign up for emails, Glitter and Grace Club. Don't forget the positive choices. Thanks, Kate. Don't forget the positive choices, which is, hey, Christine, over there on the other Facebook page. It is phenomenal stuff, too. And on YouTube as well. Okay, super cool, super cool. Now, I'm going to take a deep breath and tell y'all something else. I wish I could remember two things. Something else that happened at the festival and where I put Daddy's tomatoes. I bought two. I have no idea where I put them. I wonder if I got home with them. Don't you always wonder where that stuff is? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm taking a deep breath now. So I know what this is. Maybe this is it. Okay, so my brain, there we go. Did y'all see that explosion over here? So someone at the festival we were at Saturday, here it is. I'm there now. I'm there now. I'm back. Millie says, sing us a song. That's pretty scary. I don't sing well at all. That's about all you're going to get. So I was at the festival Saturday. And someone asked me what I did. And I said, I'm a speaker. I handed her my card, I think. I can't remember now why I did that. She wanted to add me to her email list. I'm like, yeah, here, this is easy. And I handed her my card. And she said, oh, what do you do? And I said, I'm a speaker. And she said, oh, what do you speak about? And I just got to tell y'all this. I'm going to go off script for a minute. That would never happen, right? And I just stumbled over those words, you know. I didn't have any good thing, no cohesive stuff, okay? And I just want to tell you that I teach people how to do that, but I lost. So today, not the one that petted my hair. This is a different woman. So today, I sat without a lot of external noise. There was no dead cat to check on. I had the TV, and I thought, I need to have, I know, Millie, I need to have a solution to this. So here's what I came up with, and I want to see what y'all think. So as I describe what I do, there's just no description for what I do, but on the speaker side, y'all just go with me on this, okay? Y'all just go with me. So I believe there are so many things out there in the world telling us how to be. And so many of them, especially for women, not just women, but more for women than others, are telling us that we should embrace everything and rise up and go out and do all the things we've always wanted to do. And I am not against that. I think it is phenomenal when we figure out what it is we want to do. But here's what I think happens. And I say this because it happens to me. You get back home after you have been influenced and you have been empowered and you have been thinking that you're going to go out and change the world, which is not a bad plan. And you get back home and life is waiting there for you. Somebody needs to do laundry or you're going to be naked. Somebody has to take care of the kids and the spouses and the families, and you have jobs you have to do. So life bumps up against you and says, ha, lots of luck. You're not going to do those things. You've got this to do. It's not that you don't want to do those things. It's not that you don't want to go out and be all that you can be. It's that life slaps you when you get back home and says, really? Or is that what you're thinking? Because no, that's what happens. So when I talk about what it is I do and what I speak to, here's the words I came up with was, I am the Irma Bombeck of motivational speakers. Now, if y'all don't know who Irma Bombeck was, she was a writer in the 70s and 80s, which was, she's a humor writer. She was hilarious. I'm a big fan of hers. So I'm the Irma Bombeck of motivational speakers in that I deal with real life. And what I do is help you live your best life so that you can do all the things you want to do when you can do them. So that was kind of how I put it all together. I'm sure the Irma Bombeck people won't allow me to say that after here. I won't ask them right now. But that's kind of how I look at it, is I deal with real life. And so as I was still thinking through all these things, I've been doing a lot of thought thinking, y'all. It's been kind of scary. I may have come up with a title for the book. Not the book about Savannah. That's over here in this part of my brain that you can't even see, okay? The book title about everything else is going to be called, oh, it's not going to be called this, but this is the first working title I've even liked, is, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Okay, you ready? Your Fabulous is Showing. Do you like that? Your Fabulous is Showing. I really like it, okay? I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So I'm going to, as y'all know, I've been working on a book from you forever. I've got like 12 books in my head. But I like the title. I'm going to work on a book cover. And it makes total sense to me. Your Fabulous is Showing. So, y'all are the first to know. I've put that out there. So there you go. Oh, and you know, speaking of all those things, I was trying to create some funny memes that y'all know I post. And I was looking for pictures of women. And I wanted women that were in a living room, just enjoying themselves and that kind of stuff. But every single stock photo of a woman she was 20 to 30 years old, and she was perfectly made up and perfectly fixed and had on high heels and a business suit, or even it was a business suit, very perfectly, and everything was white in their house. And I'm like, for real? Where's the real people? Where's the real people that like have on stained shirts and sweatpants and their hair's a mess and they don't have any lipstick on? Where are those people in the photos? So that is why I frequently put myself in the memes, because these other people, and I have to buy the pictures, y'all. I have to buy them. Joan says, I try to keep my Fabulous covered up, but it's so big. My Fabulous is big too. Your Fabulous is Showing. I'm going to write it now. I know, Millie, they don't show, and so when I saw the women that were, Kate says we sit around with no pants or bras. So the young women, so then I put in older women, and they were 150. I mean, they were absolutely, I'm like, okay, I'm going to just scratch this and just take a picture of me and say, this is it. Because that's, yeah, I'm like, dang it. I need stock photos of real people. Real people. I have to pay for them anyway. I would prefer to pay for them for ones I like. So yeah, that's why you'll see me in a lot of the memes, is because I can't find a picture of what I want. And so I just take one of me. It's not because I have this thing where I think I'm perfect in every picture. Nope, I'm not. Oh my goodness. So let me take a drink. Millie, I do take a lot of my own pictures. I do have to pay. There you go, y'all. You have to release it. I can use them. I have to pay for stock photos. Absolutely. Especially if it has someone's face in it. Stock photos. Yeah. And it's anywhere from $1 to $50 for one picture. And it could be more. I don't ever do those. I got the dollar ones. The $5 ones is about all I ever paid for. But yeah, I've got one I will post tomorrow that was $1. And so I take a lot of my own pictures, and I use the tripod, and I can't take pictures of people and then use them on my page because there's copyright issues. And I can't use photos that I don't purchase because there's copyright issues. And it can cost, I had a friend who, she was sued for $15,000, who she ran a page, and she used a photograph that she didn't have the copyright for, and the photographer came back and said, that'll be $15,000, and the courts agreed with the photographer. So no. Dang it, Stephen, I can't see all that. So I choose to pay when I post one. I have paid for it. If it has a face in it, if it has a woman's face in it, I've probably paid for it. And again, I very little. I don't get the expensive ones. So yeah, and some services I purchase like a monthly package, and then I can use their photos for free. Things y'all just didn't know. Things y'all didn't know. I gotta go back and read everything Stephen said. Daggone it, I can't read it, and y'all are just cracking up at him. But he's on a roll tonight, huh? Okay. So y'all know I got this new to me crook. It's a car and a truck. Okay, it's a crook. We do need to be calendar girls, Elizabeth. We should have a calendar. Anyway, it's all like, it's a 2014, so it's much newer than I was used to. It has like GPS and a backup camera, and everything's, beeping at me at all times. Well, I don't know what's going on with it, but it just is beeping at me randomly. It's just, there's no warning thing, It's kind of an SUV. It's a GMC Terrain, so it's a SUV sort of. But that seems like a lot of letters to say. Anyway, so my crook is beeping. Now, usually when it beeps, something shows up, like on the little screen, like you're low on fuel, or the door is open, or your blinker's on too long. Ask me how I know. But now, it just randomly beeps. And it doesn't show up any warning. So it's like, guess what's wrong? Guess what's wrong? It just beeps. And it doesn't do it continually. It'll beep for like 2 minutes, and then it will stop. And then, I don't know, an hour later, if I'm still in the car, it'll beep again for 2 minutes and stop. And nothing ever shows up. It's like, guess what's wrong? Guess what's wrong? We're not going to tell you. We're just going to stop moving one day, and we're going to say, well, we beeped, and you should have known to look for that. But I'm like, there's no warning. There's nothing flashing. The little oil thingy, the oil's been changed recently. Oh, my gravy train. Gravy train, y'all. No, I don't have the light on the side mirror. I'm not that fancy. Deborah, I've not seen Pet Cemetery, and I'm not gonna. I'm just telling you right now. I'm not fancy enough to have lights on the side or somebody being too close to me, because, good Lord, that little buzzer would go off all the time. If the light blinked or beeped when I got too close to somebody, it would be like a symphony in my car all the time. All the different beeps. Too close in the back, too close on the side, too close on this side, too close in the front, and just, what the heck, we're going to beep because, hey, you need to be warned. That's what would happen if I were driving. No, I always fasten my seatbelt. They will absolutely beep if your seatbelt's not fastened, but I'm a seatbelt wearer. I never, ever, ever go without the seatbelt being on. I read a statistic the other day. That's a big word for me right now. It said that this generation, let me see how it said it. This generation of children never knew what it was like to have the option not to wear a seatbelt. It's what you do. And that's so, and I think it's not this generation of kids, it's like this generation of like 20-year-olds, because, you know, when we were in cars, I say we as in like, you know, my age group, you didn't have to wear a seatbelt, and sometimes there weren't even seatbelts, right? So you just wore it if you wanted to, or you didn't want to, and there were only seat lap belts, right? Okay, so check the fuses. Okay, I'll do that. So yeah, bench seats and not bucket seats with the lap belt or none. Absolutely. I remember riding in the back window. Yeah. Or in the back of the truck. Did y'all ride in the back of the truck? Yep. I rode in the back of the truck all the way to the dump. Lisa says, you ride in my car, you wear a seatbelt. Oh yeah, it's not optional. You have to buckle. Yeah, you're in my car, you're going to buckle up. Don't care. Because I believe, now let's see, in North Carolina, I believe if it's an adult that's not buckled, I think they get the ticket. But if it's under 18 or whatever the age, maybe it's under 13, yeah, probably under 18, the driver gets the ticket if you're not wearing the seatbelt. Nope, that's not it either. So yeah, I think the adults get the ticket if they're not wearing them, even if they're not driving. No seatbelts, back of the truck. I rode in the back of the station wagon. You remember riding in the back of the station wagon? And an ashtray's built in the door, Cheryl says. Absolutely. We had the station wagon and, you know, the back that had the fold down seat. Yeah. You can turn your new Dodge into a bench seat. That's cool. We can't do that. Hey, Sherry. We have the bucket seats in the middle. So my Kruk is doing crazy. Drive-in movies. I remember those too. Just touching my foot. It's the cat. I rode in the back window. Absolutely. With a dog. I must have been very small. I was a young child. I was very small. And I remember, let's see, 33 years ago, there were no car seats, right? No car seats. You put them in a carrier and just put them in the thing, and it was okay. Maybe there were car seats, but it wasn't mandatory. Maybe that was, I can't remember now. Yeah, station wagon with a seat that faced backwards. Absolutely. That's what we rode. We waved at everybody. There were no seat belts there too. Janine, you need to go back and listen to the whole story. Oh my goodness, absolutely. I'll just tell y'all, you know how I know it's holiday season? This week we've gotten Monticello, Signal. I've already cut my name off all of them because we talked about that last week, right? The Vermont Country Store. Apparently we ordered, I forgot to tell y'all something. Apparently we ordered some syrup one time. Hammer Slammer, would that be Max? Yes, it would. Avenue, that would be all about me. Kate says her kids stood up on the truck seats. That's how I know it's the holidays. I remember what I was going to tell you about the festival. So we stopped by this booth that was selling honey. And it was the Queen's Harvest, like the queen bee, you know. And I was a little concerned about bees. Because there were bees around there because they had samples out. And I'm like, there's bees right here. He said, oh no, here's some peppermint. Spray this on your hands. They won't bother you. I'm like, what? So apparently he had peppermint water in a bottle and he was spraying people with it. Okay, that's good to know. But that's not what I was going to tell you. Wait till y'all see what he had and what I bought and what I put on my English muffin this morning because it was amazing. Are you ready for this? It's going to be backwards. Amaretto. Okay, you ready? Amaretto, pecan. Just go with it. Honey butter. And I know it's backwards. Amaretto, pecan, honey butter. Holy flippin' moly, y'all. Olivia, I'm not allergic to honey. I am definitely allergic to bees. Andrea says honey is bee vomit. Bees, the next bee sting could be fatal, my doctor said. I'm like, thanks for making me love the outdoors even more, because they got progressively worse than the last time I passed out and all that jazz. So amaretto, pecan, honey butter. Oh my gosh, y'all, I put that on my English muffin this morning and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And now I'm trying to decide what else I can put it on. I don't even know what else to do with it. I could just eat it with a spoon, but amaretto, pecan, honey butter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and it's got the amaretto flavor. I mean, that's what I taste. Oh yeah, I bet you can order online, y'all. It's the Queen. Let's see. Hang on, I'll try to tell you right now. If there is Queen's Harvest. I don't see, oh, builtbybees.com. Builtbybees.com. Why did they make it the Queen's Harvest, right? Ooh, melt it in coffee. That sounds delicious. Was that the funeral meal? Yeah, that was the receiving meal. Use it in muffins. Ooh, a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Oh my gosh. Put it on a slice of apple. That'd be good too. So it's builtbybees.com. 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 Amaretto pecan honey butter. They also had peach honey. I may have gotten some of that too. Put it on pancakes. Oh my gosh. Put it on pancakes. Yola, that is like the best idea ever. And waffles. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm on it. On ice cream? I didn't think about that either. You know, I've got some good ideas. I'm now so smart. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So one more thing. Two more things. That's a lie. Oh, Elizabeth White. I can't read all the daggone comments because it's only 2 lines. The English have no clue. What? I didn't see the rest of that. So I got in along with all the catalogs. Okay. I don't know, Millie. I got, get another credit card, which I promptly tear up because I don't do credit cards. But as I was ripping this one up, I saw this piece and I thought, what? So apparently, okay, I have not ordered a new credit card in years. I try not to use them. But this particular company, and now I don't remember who it was because I tore it up, you can get all these different designs on your credit card. Well, mine are blue or gray, okay? I don't have a design on my credit card. But it caught my attention, and I said, well, that would be pretty cool, okay? So I'm looking at the designs, and the one that cracked me up was the tiger with its mouth open. Okay, so you see the tiger right here? Why would you want that on your credit card? I mean, would it be like, get away, don't charge this card? I mean, I get the American flag, I get the eagle, the buttons are a little odd, the gray and the pink, the palm trees, but the tiger, that just cracked me up. And I just want to tell you this, to get those designs on your credit card is $6.95. Yes, exactly, Millie. So a $6.95 fee applies on premium designs. I assume that's a one-time fee. I don't know because I tore all that off and ripped it up with my numbers into like kind of cut things. But I just thought that was hilarious. Eye of the tiger. So the tiger on your credit card. I just thought that was funny. That struck me as odd, and I'm a little strange. So there you go. And one other thing, bye Suzette. See this one right here, the leopard one. So you see those letters or those numbers on there? You know how hard that would be to read? What I like is when they're black or they're gray and you can't read the numbers. And I'm like, okay, I need my glasses and a flashlight. Kate wants Scattered Sasha on hers. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth, I don't want to talk about. I know, Lisa. The gray and the blue is fine for me. I'm good with that. I don't need any fancy images on my card. Sasha's top 5 items for the week. Steve, I don't know what those are. So in 2.5 weeks, Leslie and I are headed to Michigan for a conference. And so we're driving to the conference as opposed to flying. And Max said, why are you not flying? I said, well, because just go with it. We're going to drive, okay? And I'm looking at the map tonight. Leslie and I are talking. And I said, oh, we're going through West Virginia and there's tolls. We have to remember to take a roll of quarters. And she said, why are you wanting to take quarters? I said, for the tolls. She said, why don't you just take dollars? I'm like, I don't know, how much are the tolls? Turns out the tolls are $2. It's been a while. I went like last year, but I forgot. I just remember, hey, Olivia, glad you're here. I remember throwing quarters in the toll booths in Florida in 1984. And imagine this, it's changed. So now it's $2 a pop as you go through. I don't have an Easy Pass because we don't have any tolls here. So I think West Virginia is the one that has the tolls. So we're driving from here to Frankenmuth, Michigan. Frankenmuth, Michigan. I think that's the right, 11 hours. And I'm beginning to think perhaps that wasn't the best plan, but it's all good. So Leslie was saying, and what time are we leaving? And I said 6 a.m. And she said 6 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning. 6 a.m. That's when we're leaving. So because she'll have to drive over, she'll have to get up even earlier. So we will head out. It's the November 2nd, so it's a couple of weeks. And there are tolls, absolutely, but it's okay. I'm going to take dollars because they're $2 each. And you know, Andrea, I saw that when I looked on Google Maps, we could avoid the toll booths, but it was like another hour the way that we had to go. And I'm like, I'll just pay the $6 or $7. Or I guess it would be 8 because 7 is not like times 2, right? I'm smart like this. So, yeah, we are headed to Michigan on November 2nd, I think it is, for the conference. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. My gosh, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. An hour has passed. An hour already. Andrea says if you don't pay the toll, they'll mail you the bill. I know the Christmas store is there. Leslie's already said I'm going to the Christmas store. Janine, we looked at flying, but here's why we didn't. It's 3 hours. We have to leave 3 hours before the flight from my home. And we couldn't get to Frankenmuth. We would have to rent a car once we got to the airport. And then, so it was no cheaper. And it wasn't, but it was maybe like 2 hours less. Simply because we leave here 3 hours before the flight. The flight is 2 hours. We get to the airport. We have to rent a car and then drive more. So it wasn't any cheaper. It was actually more expensive, and it wasn't a whole lot of savings of time. So we're just going to drive. I know, Janine, it is. We're going to drive. I like to drive. I love to drive anyway, so we're all good. Y'all, it's been an hour. The Scattered Sasha show is over. So if anybody is watching the replay, if you come on late, I just am going to suggest that you watch the replay and you hear the story about me burying my cat. I think it's imperative for anybody who's watching. I hope you have, Deborah, I hope you have a glorious night. I will see you all in the morning for the Morning Y'all show. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sharing anything that you share on my page. It really, really helps me because the lovely Book of Face says, no, we're not going to share that with anybody. Lisa, the Christmas store I'm going to is in Frankenmuth, Michigan. I've never been, but everybody says it's the place to go. So, hey, there we go. Y'all have a glorious night. Love you bunches. See you in the morning. Bye.